You're watching the Wellness Hour, news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, replacing missing teeth with dental implants. According to my first guest, he says nobody should be wearing a loose-fitting denture. With us we have, and we're talking about dental implants today, tooth replacement, the ultimate tooth replacement. With us we have an expert on the topic, Dr. James Martin. Dr. Martin, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, Randy. It's great to be here.
Now, we have a stack of your photos, and we've been trying to actually get you on the show for quite some time, so I'm glad you finally made it. Now, for people that don't know your practice, like who's the typical dental implant patient?
Randy, it's really two groups of people. The first group are people who are heading towards dentures. They're already missing some teeth. They've been putting up with bad breath for years, tooth decay, root canals, failed dental work. And they really know that they're heading in a different direction and heading towards losing their teeth. And these are people that when they lose their teeth, they don't want to go to dentures. They've been told by other dentists they need dentures, but they don't want to go that route. They want a smile that is just like their own teeth. And for that group of people, we give them a brand new set of teeth and they're off and rock and rolling again.
Okay, good. Who's the second group?
Second group are those who are already have dentures. They've already had their teeth removed. It might have been 5, 10, 20 years, doesn't matter. And these are people that have dentures already, or they might not even be using them. They might have them, they might be on their second, third, fourth set. Okay. And they just can't find happiness with what they have. And they're really looking for something different. And they want to be able to chew and eat just like you and I do, Randy. Okay. They want to be able to smile and have charisma just like everyone else. So with those denture wearers, who we can actually really probably help the most, with as little as 4 dental implants, we are giving them teeth that are permanent and they don't come out, they stay in, they're just like their own teeth.
So like a full arch of teeth, supported by 4.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay. And on top, with an upper denture.
Yeah, but that upper denture is pretty good. It has suction to it, right?
It does, Randy, but obviously you've never worn a denture.
Right.
Right. That what you get suction from is a piece of plastic that's covering the roof of the mouth.
Okay.
So when that happens, it covers a lot of taste that we have. We have a lot of taste buds at the roof of our mouth where we taste our foods and enjoy our foods. So with dental implants, we're actually able to remove the plastic at the roof of the mouth and remove a lot of the bulk and give a person a fixed set of teeth just like their own that don't come out, and it feels just like their own teeth.
Now, one of the things we've talked about is that literally on the day of the procedure, right, a denture wearer can walk in with no teeth and walk out with upper and lower teeth that don't come out.
Yep.
Is that right?
That's exactly true.
Now, one more thing. How dental implants are typically done is you go to usually 2 places. You go to one place that does a surgery and another place to put the teeth on top, and sometimes they get them maintained elsewhere. At your office, you are trained in both parts. Is that why you do it so quickly?
That is one of the big reasons why we do it so quickly. Another reason is technology that helps us do that. But yeah, so when a patient comes to see me, I am the surgeon as well as the architect and engineer and the builder who puts the smile, who attaches the smile to the dental implant so that they can leave the same day.
Now, I know your age, you look a lot younger than you are, but you've been doing implants for quite some time. So you travel all over the country and even out of the country learning implant dentistry. Is that right?
I do.
Is there that much to it?
There is, and one of the reasons why I do so much traveling, learning my craft, is because I just really enjoy it.
Okay.
It's fun for me. It's a hobby. I have many hobbies, but this is one of my big hobbies. And another reason why I do it is I want to be able to give my patients the very best in whatever they're investing their time and money in, and their heart, because we know, Randy, for a lot of these people going to the dentist, getting in that chair is like a monster to them. Getting in that chair, that is something that almost nobody
likes going to the dentist.
Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to do it. So that's one thing that we really help a lot of people with, is the fear part. We don't try to cure it, but we find ways to get around it with sedation.
Okay. You're big on sedation in your practice, is that right?
Yeah, we are. I actually built my practice, Life Dentistry, 5 years ago based around sedation. The whole office is set up to not feel like a dental office. It's set up so that people can feel comfortable when they're with us.
And we've talked. I mean, people literally can get this done. Of course, you have to meet them first, but in as little as 3 visits, they have their new teeth. upper and lower teeth that don't come out. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
And so like if somebody watching this, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but like next month they could have their new teeth.
They could have their teeth next month.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens. It's more common that happens in our practice than doesn't happen, Randy.
It's routine. So we do it there. Now, you brought some photos. Let's go to look at some of these.
Okay. This is Ken. Ken came to see us about a year ago, and he came to see us because he hasn't had teeth on top. He basically hasn't had a smile in 10 years. 10 years ago, he went to a dentist. He was told that he needed all of his top teeth taken out. Now, he kind of knew this, and he wasn't surprised. But at that time, they let him know that it was going to be okay. He would never go without his smile. And what they told him they would do is they would actually, the day that they removed his teeth, they would give him a denture.
Yeah.
A denture to replace his teeth. It would cover the roof of his mouth, but because of that, it would stay in. And what ended up happening is he got his teeth removed, and he was given that denture, but not for a day in his life was he able to tolerate that denture. He tried for about 6 months, he told me, but he eventually gave up. And he gave up on having a smile. He gave up on trying to smile.
Is that common? Somebody gets a denture and they don't like to wear it? Or they just don't wear it?
It's very common. In fact, studies show that at least half of people that have dentures, they only wear them when they go out.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah. When they're at home, they put them somewhere else. They'd rather
That's what your
be
patients
without.
tell you as well?
Yeah, they'd rather be without teeth that don't feel natural than teeth in general. So what we did for Ken was he didn't have many issues on bottom. He had some teeth, he had some gum disease, he had some gums that weren't feeling good, but in general they were good. So we cleaned up his lower teeth, made them look good.
Okay.
And the awesome part is what we did for him on top is we gave him 6 dental implants that we attached to teeth, a new set of teeth, a new smile that doesn't come out. And let me show you Ken's after photo to give you an idea what we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
So Randy, look at a couple things here.
All right.
You have the before and after side by side.
Yeah.
Okay. When you look at those, would you say that he looks younger in the after?
Yes, yeah.
Would you say that he looks happier?
For sure.
Would you say that he looks more educated?
He does.
He does. Yep. And you know what I find with a lot of these smile transformations, they end up becoming life transformations. Also, he's more attractive. That's what this does
Definitely
for
more
everybody.
handsome, yes.
Yeah.
Good point. You know, I told you in the green room, it seems like just teeth, but when you look at the before and after side by side, it's a big difference.
So I'll tell you about what Ken can eat now versus
Okay.
what he couldn't eat before. Before, he really couldn't eat much that he wanted to eat. Now there's things to eat now. He was able to keep to a soft diet, high carb, high calorie diet. But now he's actually able to go to the buffet and pick out anything he wants.
Could he eat a steak?
He can eat a steak.
So it doesn't matter. You could eat whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean
Chewy
he can do a number to a steak and not even think about it.
Okay.
Chewing things. He has the ability to go back and eat salad with cucumbers in it. He can eat nuts. He can eat candy. He can eat peanut brittle if he wants to.
Okay. What do they like more? What they can eat or how it looks?
Well, you know, it depends because there's really 2 groups of people here. I have Ken came in because he wanted to smile again. He wanted a good smile. And what Ken actually is able to do now is he can go anywhere he wants. He can go anywhere he wants and engage himself in any conversation, speak to anybody, and he's gonna be smiling, laughing all over the place, letting his true self come out because of these teeth. And it's not just about the teeth, but it's about how this smile transformation actually becomes a life transformation.
What if you have bad gums though? Like if you have like gum disease, are the implants more likely to fall out? Can you even do this if you have bad gums?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the typical patient that we see. That's
Okay,
one of
okay.
the big reasons why people are coming in to have this procedure done is because they have bad gums. Okay. So what we do
So
is
bleeding gums and loose teeth and all that.
bleeding
is who you
gums,
see.
loose teeth, bad breath.
Okay.
Yeah. Teeth that are in a different position from where they used to be because they've gotten loose.
Okay.
But what we're able to do is we clean up all these issues.
Okay.
Yeah, that gum disease is, by the time we get to the process where we're doing the dental implants and really rebuilding the smile, that gum disease is gone, and we are doing this work on healthy gums and healthy bones. So in the end, this procedure is really going to work for them for a long time. And they're going to be able to enjoy this part of their life without having to worry about that gum disease coming back and being just another nuisance like they've had several times in their history with
So
the
they clean them just like regular teeth. I mean, and do they also just come back to you and regular visits, get them cleaned up?
Yep.
Is that right?
Pretty much the same routine that we encourage any patient to go through is they come back and see us in general anywhere from every 3 to 6 months, just like any patient that might have their teeth. And they clean around them just like natural teeth. They brush them, they floss. And it's kind of like just having your own teeth again.
Now, when we think of Colorado, and we're here in California in our newsroom, but we think of it as such a healthy place. Are there that many people wearing dentures or headed to dentures?
Randy, there are tens of thousands of people that are either in dentures or heading to dentures.
Okay.
In fact, just in the Lafayette, Denver, Boulder area, we could fill Broncos Stadium 5 times with people that are missing 6 or more teeth.
Okay.
Or heading to dentures.
Well, if it's so good, right, why aren't they all doing it? Why aren't they all coming in and getting new teeth with implants?
Well,
what's your take?
Well, my take is, and there's a few things, because there's always a lot of reasons why people don't do things, but with what we're talking about, with this in particular, is one of the main groups of people that we can help that we're not always being presented with are the folks that are already in dentures. Okay? Because, Randy, think about it this way. If you have a denture, that means that you don't need to see the dentist anymore. You're out of the system. You're out of the loop. And let me tell you about the life of a denture wearer.
Okay.
Yep. So before, if you have a denture, before you had a denture, you had a long history of going to the dentist.
Okay.
Maybe 15, 20, maybe even 25, 30 years of going to the dentist. And it usually starts with cavities, and then it turns into root canals and crowns and gum disease and failed root canals, and having to see specialists, having to see an endodontist, having to see a periodontist, oral surgeon, back and forth, patchwork dentistry. We're talking upwards of 50 to 60 appointments over a 15-year span. And
then one day they get their teeth removed.
And then one day, exactly, and then one day they go see a dentist, and the dentist says, hey, I think you need your teeth removed. I think it's about time. So big letdown, usually when that's the case, especially after all of the work that's been done over the last 20 years. And for a lot of these people, at that point, when they finally have their teeth removed, now, they don't love that result, but at that point, they're relieved. It's done for them.
Like the pain and all the money, it's over.
Yeah,
so it's hard to get them back
over.
in.
The nickel and diming is over. So it is hard to get them back in.
So the last thing they want to do is see you.
The last thing they
Did they
want
ever
to do is
say that?
see
Like,
me.
hey, no offense, Dr. Martin, but I don't like the dentist. Do they say that?
I hear that all the time.
Do you have a funny comeback? Because I heard you're hilarious. From somebody in your office, okay? That you're funny. Do you have a comeback for that?
Well, I usually come up with a comeback
Okay.
on the spot, but I have fun with that one. I might say, well, obviously you don't hate me because you chose to come and see me, so
right,
you must
okay.
know a little bit about me. Yeah.
So it's hard to get these people in because of their fear of the dentist. But then you say that converts. You convert them, meaning once they get their new upper lower set of teeth, now they're back for cleanings and they're kind of proud to go back to the dentist. They're healthy again.
It
happens?
It does happen, and it is a big pride thing for them because if you think about it, they spent a huge part of their life with this obstacle of fearing the dentist and fearing what could happen. In general, we're here to help people, but we're not always taken as that. So, and after 20, 30 years of being very fearful of the dentist and finally being able to overcome that, that's huge for people. I mean, I have patients, because we focus on people that have fear with the dentist. That's one of the things that we specialize in. I have patients that pace outside the office, outside the front door for 5 to 10 minutes before they come in. It is right. I've actually had to meet a few patients on the sidewalk and just
I think you told me you have to give them a pill
them
the night before sometimes just to sleep before their appointment.
Yeah, sometimes
Really?
we do. Yep.
So that's right up your alley. You know how to deal with the fearful patients.
We do. We found our way around it, definitely.
With a lot of sedation and
at the end of the day, we are trying to cure for their health. We are trying to cure dental disease, gum disease, and tooth decay and things like that. But we're not trying to cure their fear. We're just trying to find a way to get around it. And what I find is when they come in, when they're all fixed up, when they got their new smile that they love, and they start coming in to see the hygienist, our hygienist, for those maintenance visits, they walk in like they own the place. They chat up the ladies at the front desk, and it is so fun to be a part of that, because when we see that, we know that we've made a huge difference.
How old can you be to do this? I mean, could you be in your 70s, 80s, 90s and do this?
You can be any age. Dental implants do not have a restriction on age. Okay,
What's your oldest patient?
My oldest patient is that I've helped with dental implants was around 85 years old. Okay. I have colleagues that are doing this for people that are over 100 years old.
Really?
Regularly. Yeah.
So age doesn't matter.
Age doesn't
matter.
matter.
Why would an 85-year-old want to do this?
Well, Randy, these are people that are still alive too, just like you. They want to eat and chew and function just like you. They enjoy smiling, okay? And they have a self-esteem too, just like you and I. So, and you know, when you do get old like that and you get up in age, there's less that we're able to do. We can't do
Eating
this.
becomes a big part of that.
Eating does become a big part of that, and also socializing. Okay, and most social events have to do with food, and to be able to enjoy that, eating becomes just such an important thing at that age.
But it is true, though, if you've been wearing a denture 15 or 20 years, you can't do this because you don't have enough bone.
Randy, that's not true.
Okay.
Actually, we do get that all the time. We have patients that come in, they've seen another dentist, and they've been told that they don't have enough bone for this procedure because it's been too long since they've had teeth, or they've been wearing dentures too long. And that's true. In that dental office, with that doctor's experience, they probably didn't have enough bone, and with that doctor's imaging. And you know, Randy, for people with limited bone, there are many things that we can do to help them. There's new advanced materials that we can use to help grow bone.
Okay.
We have, in our office in particular, we have very up-to-date dental imaging. It's a 3-dimensional CAT scan where I'm actually, before the surgery, I'm able to go in and study that and find exactly where the good bone is in the jaw. So there's no guessing when it comes to doing a smile for these people with dental implants.
You have this like 3D imaging of their face, and so you pretty much know what it's going to look like ahead of time. Is that true?
That's true, yeah.
So you're doing the surgery on the computer before you do it on the patient?
That is exactly.
Is that right? You call it a digital workflow or something like that?
Yep, that's exactly what we're doing, but we're doing it at actually a different level than you might be asking me about.
Okay.
It's funny because with CAT scan 3-dimensional imaging technology, I'm able to find the good bone, and I know where that is before the procedure, because I basically am able to go in and I can do a test procedure on the person's jaw within the software. But what we're able to do now is, on top of that, I can get a 3-dimensional scan of that person's face, so after they leave, I have their face there 24/7.
Okay.
So the way it starts these days with that technology is we can develop a smile that fits that person's face. Okay. Just like we can design where the implants are going to go within the jaws. And because we have those two pieces of information, we're able to line them up the day of surgery, and we're able to get the implants right where they need to be so they can be in solid bone and healthy long term.
Okay.
But we're also able to give our patient a smile right away that's perfect. It doesn't come out canted or unlevel, doesn't come out too buck, or to a point where you can't see it because it's hiding up underneath the lip.
Is that why your teeth look
perfect?
More authentic? Look, I've seen a lot of photos, and these look pretty authentic. Is that why? Is that the secret sauce, the technology?
I would say yes.
If they took those machines away, right? Because you said that like 99% of dentists don't have this technology. If they took it away,
If they took my technology away, I would still find a way to do an excellent job. It would just be a lot harder.
Okay, and
there
take
might
a lot
be,
longer as
Yeah,
well.
and there might
Okay.
be some bumps in the road.
And we only have about 3 minutes left, and you have a stack of photos. So let's go back to the photos.
I better get going here. So here we have Brian.
All right.
Okay. Brian's teeth, when he came in to see us, they were bad. Okay. In a lot of other offices, he was heading towards dentures.
Okay.
So what we did for him was we cleaned up his gums. We got the foundation really good. And on the upper, we were able to save a handful of his teeth, strategic teeth in the right places,
Okay.
to be able to use them as anchors for a brand new dental bridge, which gave him his smile back right away.
Okay.
A very short period of time between when we started and when he was done with the top, okay? And on bottom teeth were bad. They had to go. So we got rid of them.
So his typical option would have been a denture.
His typical option on bottom would have been a denture. And by the way, a lower denture is the one that people hate the most. So,
Okay.
But in our office, that's not happening. So what he got
Okay.
was with 7 dental implants on bottom. And a lot of times we only need 4, but I tend to like to over-engineer things.
Okay.
But on bottom, he left with a fixed new set of teeth that he can just crush food with on a regular basis.
Wow, look at this guy.
Yeah. Randy, look at the photos. I mean, he looks like it looks like 2 different people here.
Yeah.
So in the after, he looks a lot more handsome, a lot more educated, a lot more enthusiastic.
That's what teeth do, you say?
That's what teeth do. If I saw him on the sidewalk, I would walk up to the guy in the after photo, just because he seems, to me, he seems a lot more approachable.
Okay.
Yeah. And let me tell you something about his story, actually, because one of the main reasons why he came and saw us is because his wife wouldn't kiss him anymore. There was little affection going on in their life at this point. And in their wedding photos, he actually didn't smile in any of the photos. Okay. That's why you see that he has a really big beard in the before photo, because he was trying to hide that part of his life. So now his love life with his wife is reignited.
Okay.
Yeah. I had them both in recently, and she actually broke down into tears. She was so thankful.
Nice.
She was so thankful that we were able to do this for them, but I was just thankful to be a part of it, and in my team as well. So
his confidence is back. He's feeling good. Doesn't have to worry about his teeth anymore.
No, he doesn't. No, he can be on to other more important things in life now because this isn't a monkey on his back. This isn't holding him back in life anymore.
We're going to take a quick break. We come back, more about the process. You're watching the Wellness Hour news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. We'll be right back.
I almost cried when I first saw my smile because I was so pleased with it. It looked very natural. I loved the color. Everything about it was just right. I think one of the nicest things after effect was that people say to me, your teeth are just beautiful. You have a lovely smile. And that's a really nice thing to hear. And to be able to go out and eat and not be worried about where I'm going to go, it's never been a problem since I've had my implants.
Things that I'm able to do now that I wasn't before, that'd be being happy and proud to take pictures. The other really big important thing is over the past 5 to 7 years, I've had issues not being able to eat the foods that I like to eat. Since getting all this work done and completed, I'm actually able to eat all the things that I want now. I didn't realize how big of a thing it was until I was able to do that again. People tell me, how beautiful my teeth are on a fairly regular basis, which is nice. I'm not going to complain about compliments.
At Life Dentistry has really been a game changer for me in my life as far as how I look and how I can function in a healthy way. Since I've had the new teeth, it really has changed a lot with my eating habits. Now I actually look to eat nuts, fruits and vegetables, apples. A couple months ago, I had the first opportunity to actually bite into an apple, which was amazing. And so I'm definitely getting used to actually eating normally again.
You're watching the Wellness Hour news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, replacing missing teeth with dental implants. According to Dr. Martin, nobody has to wear a loose-fitting denture anymore. We're talking about dental implants. Dr. Martin, welcome back to the show. We have about 2 minutes left. So I'm going to rush you because you have a lot of photos here. What are we looking at?
I do. So here's Brian, another Brian.
Okay.
And he came in. He was headed towards the denture on top. He was actually working with a surgeon that only offered him snap-in smile on top. So that's why he came to me. And I said, heck no. If you have the ability to do that financially, then we are going to make a permanent set of teeth for you, and that's all we're going to do. So
Upper and lower?
Just top.
Okay.
Just top on him. His bottom teeth were fine. We had to clean him up a little bit, and now he looks good. He looks great, but he can do anything he wants with his teeth now. Besides smiling, he can eat anything he wants. He can bite into carrots. He can chew into an apple again for the first time because he's had a partial for the last few years now.
Whenever you're on the consult, you're talking to a patient, and they're telling you their hard luck story. Do you ever get kind of excited? Like, they say they're going to move forward with it, but do you ever get excited going, they have no idea how good this is going to be?
Yes, that's the case oftentimes. And I'm already looking into the future, getting excited about what the potential is. And,
you can see it.
And I'm just ready to give it to them already. I can see it, and all I got to get them to do is say yes so I can give it to them. And I mean, the whole process is fun. It's fun for me. It's fun for my patients. Yeah, a lot of times people are scared going into it, but I can't think of one person that I've done this type of work on that's looked back and said, hey, I wouldn't do this a second time. They would do it a third and a fourth and a fifth time.
So with as little as 4 appointments, they could get a brand new upper and lower set of teeth, no matter how bad their condition is.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, time for one more. And we'll go fast.
Yep. So here we have Eric. So Eric came in at another office. He was given, the only option that was given to him was an upper and lower denture. And with us, he got a new fixed set of teeth that don't come out, just like his own.
Upper and lower teeth.
Upper and lower teeth.
Okay, good. Now I have to bring this up. Even the best dental insurance doesn't cover this. Medicare, Medicaid doesn't cover this at all. And but you say people are financing this.
It's true, Randy.
It's common?
It's common. People are financing this, just like any other big purchase that you would think of that people find a way to afford.
Okay.
People are financing this. In our office, we have people that are actually dedicated to getting every penny out of the insurance.
Okay.
But people that are really dedicated to helping our patients find a way to make this happen for themselves, because we see it as a must. We see it as not if this is going to happen, it's this is going to happen. How can we figure this out?
Good for you. So no more dentures.
No more dentures.
Final message, somebody watching this, they've heard what you have to say, but they're still afraid or skeptical. What do you say to them?
I invite them in.
Okay.
I mean, we're going to, either myself or one of my team members, we're going to sit down with them, and we're going to want to learn why they're here to see us in the first place.
Okay.
And then we want to answer all those questions and make people comfortable with this procedure that's going to change their life, that's going to transform their life.
So can they could they go online, make an appointment there, or do you prefer they call the office?
We prefer they call the office because we're a relationship office, and we like to talk to people.
Okay, good. So thanks for coming on the program. Good stuff.
Thank you.
You've been watching the Wellness Hour, news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. For now, I wish you good health.